For more content, please consider subscribing to JTV ASMR. You're awake again. Hello. Greetings, salutations, aloha amigos, as they say in Japanese. Was it French? Or Spanish? Either way. Hello, it's Dr. Cyneric here. How are you feeling, by the way? Well, ta very much for telling me. Rightio, I hope you don't mind the current location we're at. I like a bit of variety, you see. Always good to get you out and about, and sometimes indoors and about. You know, it's just good to be able to kind of bring you around and tell you all sorts of interesting things, you see. By the way, you really have grown again, haven't you? Have you been eating your baked beans? Full of protein, don't you know? Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. It's the same old thing again. Turned into a bird because of the shortcut I use. Well, it's a good thing it doesn't affect you. It affects me, though, because I'm the one who uses it and starts it. And sorry, I really shouldn't go into detail about that. I've got to keep it a secret, you see. But anyway, since I'm in a bird form, I suppose what I can do is perhaps share some interesting riddles. All part of a checkup, you see. I want to make sure that you have a very active brain. I want to see if your mind is active, bright, able to figure out even the most challenging of riddles. Yes. So get yourself comfy. Now, the rules here is that you don't have to say the answer out loud. What I'll do is I'll say the riddle. You think about it, let it stew in your mind, even if you know it. Just let it stew in your mind. And then I'll say the answer. And then you say if you got it or not. You have to be honest with me. No lying, no saying that you got it already when you don't really know the answer, anything like that. You remember to be honest. So, are you ready? Okay then, here we go. First riddle. Inside a greenhouse is a yellow house. Inside the yellow house is a red house. Inside the red house is not another house. Shocking, I know. Inside of the red house are black beetles. Now, you are looking for fruit. Which one? Think carefully on this one. Inside a greenhouse is a yellow house. And inside of that is a red house. And inside that are black beetles. You are looking for fruit. But which fruit are you looking for? This one is over 500 years old, actually. A very old riddle. Let's see if you can crack it. Again, inside greenhouse, yellow house. Inside yellow house, red house. Inside red house, black beetles. You're looking for fruit, but what could it be? I shall share the answer soon. Okay, I'll share it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is watermelons. delicious succulent watermelons, because green, and a bit of yellow, and of course the almighty red, and the black beetles, it's a metaphor for the seeds, the pips inside of the watermelon. Isn't that a clever riddle? And again, more than 5 centuries old, that. So if you get grumpy about these, well, I can at least say I did not make that one up, because, well, you know, I'm not 500 years old, obviously. That would be weird. Okay, here's another one. 2 bodies have I, both joint in one. The more I stand still, the quicker I run. And I'll give you a hint. No, it's not a Siamese twin. The amount of times I've heard people say that, it's not. That doesn't even make sense. I digress, though, I digress. So, 2 bodies have I, both joint in one. The more I stand still, the quicker I run. Think carefully. What could have 2 bodies joined together that isn't a Siamese twin, and the more it stands still, the quicker it runs? What could it be? What could it be? Time to share the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is an hourglass. An hourglass has 2 bodies, and the more you keep it just stood still, the quicker it runs with all the sand passing through. Now, wasn't that a bit of a head-scratcher, hey? I do enjoy a good riddle. Good for the brain, you see. Very good for the brain. Gets it thinking more. Gets it trying to calculate what strange, oddly specific answers these could be. Righto then. Are you ready for another one? Okay then, here's a quick one. If it takes me 12 hours to dig a hole, how long would it take to dig half a hole? Think about it carefully. 12 hours to dig a hole. How long would it take to dig half a hole? 12 hours for a hole. How many for half of that? I'll wrap this up in 3, 2, 1. I really just wanted to tell the answer because you can't have half a hole. That's silly. It doesn't make sense. A hole is a hole. Did you get that one? In fact, did you get any so far? What would be your score so far? Really? You don't say. Well, let's try another riddle. See if you can get this one. What is brown, sticky, and adored by dogs? What is brown, sticky, and adored by dogs? Think carefully on this one. Maybe you might be able to think about it. Are you visualizing the answer? Maybe the answer is a lot simpler than it seems. Brown, sticky, adored by doggos. Revealing the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is a stick. Because sticks are sticky, because you know, that stick like sticks. And they're brown and dogs love them, of course. Did you get that one? Or was that too much of a brain melter? Oh, I see. Thank you for being honest with me. Shall I share another one? Absolutely. Right, another one. Why is a raven like a writing desk? This one I picked up from Alice in Wonderland, the book, of course. Why is a raven like a writing desk? This was asked by the Mad Hatter. Think about the raven. Think about the writing desk. There's something that links these two together. Something. What could it be? I wonder. I'll reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, why is a raven like a writing desk? The raven produces fewer flat notes. Isn't that a clever one? That was a real devious one, isn't it? The fun thing is that in Alice in Wonderland, there was no answer to it. It was never answered as to why a raven is like a writing desk. It was only when the author, Lewis Carroll, had a letter sent to him by a friend of his who read his book and asked him that very same thing. And got the letter back, and that's what the letter said, that the raven produces fewer flat notes. Get it? Because, you know, desks, it's flat, so writing notes on it. Yes, I'm sure you get it now. Very devious, I know, very clever. But did you get it, though? Be honest. Did you get that one? You don't say. Well, I'll tell you what, how about I share some more? I've got an old Chinese proverb here. Maybe you could crack this riddle. And it's quite a thought-provoking one. Are you ready for it? Okay, then here we go. What is always lost, but never won? Very tricky, this one, I'm sure. What is always lost, but never won? What could it be? What could it be indeed? I could share the answer in a moment. If you don't quite have the answer, give it a bit of thought, of course. Give it a bit of thought. Maybe you could crack it. What is always lost, but never won? What could it be? What could it be? I shall reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the answer to this old Chinese proverb, what is always lost but never won? The answer is time. Clever, isn't it? And technically true, very much true. We never truly win back time. It is always lost, no matter how we look at it. So we have to be wise with how much time we are spending on anything, really. Anything in our lives. Anything at all. Okay. One last one. Well, if you would like to hear one more before I let you sleep, go ahead and tell me. What do you think? One more, perhaps? One more brain-melting riddle? Okay then, okay. What do you call a rotting car? A car that is actually rotting. We know they're made of metal, but let's suppose that a car could rot. What would you call a rotting car? What's another name for a rotting car? Think carefully. What would you call a rotting car? I thought of this one many moons ago. I don't think you'll be able to guess. What would you call a rotting car? Another name for a rotting car. I can see the puzzled look on your face. Let's reveal the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is a carrot. Why are you looking at me like that? A carrot. The word carrot is made of the words car, rot. You know, rotting car, car that is rotting, car, rot, carrot. See? Perfect, isn't it? I can tell you're not very impressed by that one. Okay, maybe that's not the best riddle in the world, but I bet it still got you thinking. Okay then, okay. I think that's enough riddles for today. How well did you think you did? How many did you get correct? Well, let me just say thank you for participating. Clearly, regardless of how many you got correct or incorrect, what matters is you tried. You put the old brain box to good use regardless. I'm proud of you for that. And that's a good sign. It's a good sign that you are indeed a thoughtful person. Rightio then, rightio. I'll let you get to sleep now then. I should probably get myself back home. Hopefully I'll be back in my normal form. My human form, because I'm human after all. I've just been turned into a bird. It happens from time to time, but at least it's not permanent. That's a big relief. Anyway, get yourself comfy. Really, really comfy. Ever so comfy indeed. And just let yourself gradually relax. Focus on the feet. All the muscles in your feet. Relaxing, relaxing. Then the legs, relaxing, relaxing. And then the torso, getting ever so calm, ever so calm. The arms, hands, fingers and thumbs included, all relaxing, all relaxing. Finally, the head, ready to drift off into slumber, into slumber. Hope you sleep well now. Have a wonderful rest. And I hope there won't be any of those strange creatures that sometimes crop up in my dreams lurking around. No, never mind about that. I hope you have a wonderful dream and a soothing rest now. Sweet dreams, my most favorite of patients, my number one patient.